Hi, everyone. Chuck Niemer here again. We're going to go into the next section in understanding the drivers of supply chain transformation. And this is kind of a small area, but it's an important area, and that's looking at benchmarking our performance relative to others and some of the issues we should think of in terms of the not just the transformation, but as well our studied for the exam. And while we're talking about that studying for the exam, hoping the videos are helping you kind of refresh or lock in what you're thinking for the test, but as well to remind you, these are Chuck opinion pieces on what I think I'm seeing in the material. I'm doing this to help myself prepare for the exam. I find that by speaking it out loud, I prepare better for it. But as well, I wanted to share it with you. And again, Chuck opinion, we're not using any of the ASCM PowerPoints in this presentation here. So as I mentioned, we're talking about benchmarking and benchmarking ourselves against others. And if you're not familiar with benchmarking, it's going out and seeing what others do in areas that we would like to learn more about from those who are best in that area. So not that we copy them, but we can learn and see what they do and go, how does that apply to what we do? Where can we apply it? And as well, be able to improve our processes. And so when we look at that, customer satisfaction, keeping customers is certainly important. So we have to make sure we understand specifically what customer wants versus what they get, probably on both an explicit and implicit level. Explicit meaning exactly what they tell us, but what's implied by voice, tone, body language, perhaps, or others, don't want to misinterpret it, but they could be speaking additional desires or needs as well by what's not said or how something's said. Certainly, efficiency and effectiveness, we're always challenged to get better at. I think the cliche is working on the right thing and working on the right thing well. So being effective and efficient. So we could benchmark profit. You could argue profit is a fair possible indicator of success. Success of the strategy could be another one. Growth of market share, perhaps. Looking at how people select their trade-offs if they can't get everything could be another one. Certainly supply chain costs, total costs of supply chain, as we find in the SCORE DS metrics, efficiencies, benchmarking what others are doing. Also, another one to think about is growth. We could sell this transformation by saying, look, we're growing, we're getting stretched at the limits, we need to get ready for it. We're a leader in this growth, and we can demonstrate that. Then we can show people this is why we need to change. We need to change not because we're doing poorly, but because we need to get ahead of the curve and ready for what's going to be coming down the road. And if we want to keep the stress off people, we need to look at those areas that are causing us to struggle a little bit. So, reliability, availability, responsiveness, the way we currently improve, as an example, those are all things customers love. And if we think they're important as well, we're in harmony with the customers. But at the same time, that's going to fill up our capacity. So we need to be ready to lead on that conversation and have the resources, and not just the resources, but the structure, policies, org charts, et cetera. Everything we've been talking about in the transformation here, we want to change our supply chain to build those in, make sure they work, and then you and I are ready for that.